Israelites coming out here to prophesy the downfall of America through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. According to the Bible, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the chosen people of the Most High, and it behooves you to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. So with that, I'm going to go into some scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah 8 and 20. This is the book of Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So if you speak according to another book, like the Quran or the Jehovah's Witness book, which I got right here, as you can see, I got a Quran right here. If you speak according to one of these books or the Jehovah's Witness book, then there's no light in you, because in the Quran alone it tells you that the children of Israel are the chosen people of the Most High. And I'm going to show you real quick through the Spirit. This is the Quran. Come on, son, bro. This is the Quran. This is Surah 2 and 4. Salakia, Surah 2 and 40. O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestow upon you, and fulfill your covenant with me as I fulfill my covenant with you, and fear none but me. So this is the Quran right here, the book that the Muslims subscribe to. And their own book, it tell you that the children of Israel, the people on this sign, paying in on that sign right there, and focus on it too, Albert. On the sign, it tell you that the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are God's chosen people. All right. So let me jump down to 47 after on Surah 47. It say, "O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I prefer you to all others for my message." So that's custom Muslims. That custom Muslims, man. They not God's chosen people, man. This in their own book. So why would you read a Quran that's telling you to read the Bible? It don't make sense, man. It's a contradiction. I'm trying to find that other scripture. You got something to add to that?
No, just keep going.
I'm trying to find that other, there's another cold cut in the Quran.
You know what? Matter of fact, I do, because last night I was talking to a Muslim woman, and I was telling her, I was like, do you know who the true people of God?
Right.
And she was like, and the spirit was coming out of her. She was like, I don't know nothing. I'm a Muslim. I love everybody. God, we're all God's chosen people.
Right.
I said, really? I said, are you sure you're God's chosen people? I said, because at the end of the day, I said, God only has one chosen.
Right.
And those are, and I said, and you're looking at them. And she was like, I don't, and I kept telling her, I was like, have you ever heard of Israelite?
Right.
She, no, never heard, and it's like she started shaking her head, and she was hesitating. And so I just started seeing that spirit come out of her. I said, Ishmael, I said, you know who we are.
Right.
I said,
you know who we are, man. Mm-hmm. You know what? All these restaurants and these so-called stores that they got, they know we the chosen people of the Most High, man. They know that, man. But they want to act stupid, man. They know we God's chosen people. Everything that we've been through in this country is in the hands of these Edomites and these Arabs, man. They come in our neighborhood and sell us all this poison and get rich off us and then send the money back to where they come from, man. This is Surah 2 and 158. And it reads, "Behold, Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So if those who visit the house in season or at other times shall compass them around it, so it is around it it is no sin in them. And if anyone obey his own impulse to good, but sure that Allah is he who recognizes and knows. So basically, it's telling you in the Quran that when they go to Mecca and they walk around the Kaaba stone, he's saying there's no sin. It's not a sin to do that. So let me read that again. It say, behold, Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So if those who visit the house in season or at other times should compass them round it, it is no sin in them. And if anyone obeys his own impulse to good, be sure Allah is he who recognizes and knows. So this is out the Quran, which that's clearly a sin. That's idolatry according to the Bible. And I'm gonna get the scripture. So basically that scripture was telling that if you go to Mecca, you can walk around the Kaaba stone and kiss it. You can worship the Kaaba stone. So from there we're going to go to Habakkuk 2:18.
Bring it out, Art.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profit the graven image, that the maker thereof have graven it, the molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trust therein, to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. So that stone, that Kaaba stone that they worship in Mecca, is an idol, man. It can't do nothing for you, man. It can't do nothing for you. It can't save you. It can't stop you from being oppressed. Allah is a rock, man.
Yeah.
It's a rock.
And
it gotta be a rock, man.
And a lot of people know that. Hell, it even tells you in the Bible, in the book of Deuteronomy, you'll be worshiping stone.
I'm gonna get that too. But let me get Jeremiah 3:2 first. It's a rock, man. That means, you mean to tell me you got billions of people in Islam that's worshiping a rock? A rock? Because the word Allah just means power. Anybody can be a god, man. Anybody on this planet Earth can be a god, yo. You got gods and idols on Earth today, man. That's walking and breathing, man. You know, Beyonce, Rihanna. What's the show that all these women love to watch?
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. That's like the Bible to them, man. That's a form of idolatry. That's everybody watch that, man.
Yeah, you know, it's like everybody tune in to see what Ray Ray and Pookie done to Tasha and Lakeisha, you know.
and girls would sit up there and argue at the TV about that stuff.
Yeah.
About what's going on. They'll sit up there and have a whole conversation with they self if they friends ain't around. With they self arguing at the TV, talking about or arguing on the phone about whoever you said.
Right, Lakeisha, yeah, girl. If that was me, I would have been stomped out Lakeisha. Like, yeah, whatever.
That's gonna follow you, man. Follow you.
You know.
The scripture. This is Jeremiah 3:2. Lift up thy eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with, and the way hast thou set for them, as the Arabian and the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. So the Lord said, wake up and see, open your eyes and see who you've been lying with. Because our people Muslims now, as the Arabian, man. They Muslims now, they got whoredom, they got all these idols, and they worshiping Allah and Ramadan, which is really you worshiping Satan when you worship Ramadan. That's what our people do, man. They ain't trying to get to the Most High, man. They want to continue to be in sin. They want to continue to be oppressed. They love being oppressed, man.
And they go for their own ways and their own beliefs.
They love doing their own thing. They love that, man. They got to do whatever they want to do. It's like our people are so rebellious. They don't even listen to their parents no more, man.
Yeah, they gonna
who actually brought you into this world, they don't even listen to. They'll fight their parents, man.
Yeah.
I seen it, bro. I seen it before.
They don't care either. They'll tell you what their beliefs are and what they think you should do. Like, and I'm like, how you trying to give me advice when we both in the same boat? We in hell.
Right.
We poor.
Trying to tell somebody about themselves. And you in the transgression of Yahweh's laws, the Most High laws. How you gonna tell somebody else when you in the transgression? The scriptures say get the mold out of your eyes first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just got the mold out of my eyes, which I didn't have no market. But not to say that I'm perfect, because nobody's perfect, but we have to strive to keep God's laws. You know what I'm saying? The tribes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you have to come back to the Most High. And as you see, they don't want to come back to the Most High. When you ask them their nationality, they got 5 different answers for you. You know what I'm saying?
No, you mean about 10 or 20
10
of them,
to
sure.
20.
And then they'll add a gang to it too, sure.
Right, they'll say, I'm a gangster disciple, B. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black gangster. I'm a black disciple.
What's that favorite word they use on King Dave?
Well,
and not, you know, and I kind of had to catch on to it. I was like, I'm like, when you say Dave, you know, you speaking of King Dave that wrote the Bible, the Holy Bible. So
he had the book of Psalms.
Right. So when you say King Dave, it's like once upon a time was an Israelite just like you. So it's like you have your answers, but you don't comprehend to them when you say them. And then you say, and what they say, we don't eat fish and stuff. So it's like, you know, you have the answers, but you don't comprehend to them. Right. It's like you say these things, but you don't know. But it's like you don't. What's that word I'm looking for? You don't do your research when you're saying these things.
Research is a must, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. The wood represents the Christian
the cross,
and the stone is the cobblestone. So that's 2 different religions. That's the Roman Christianity, and then that's Islam. So you all in these religions, man. And in fact, the Muslims had us into Islam before we came to Christianity, man. Because Kunti Kinte was worshiping Allah, man. When he was in the room, he was actually praying to Allah, I think. You know what I'm saying? How many minutes on that, Art?
Yeah, you got 12 minutes and 55 seconds. Shut it off?
Yeah.